going on, everybody? I know it's been a while since Bonnie and I have done a video.
Yeah.
So we are back, and we're just going to go over a few things today. And one of the first things I'd like to say real quick is we drink police coffee.
Advertisement for police coffee.
Policecoffee.com. This is some good stuff. Is owned by police officers, and I think you should buy some because proceeds go to Concerns of Police Survivors, which I feel very strongly about is a great organization. So get yourself some police coffee, policecoffee.com. And what do you want to say about our little trip we went on?
We had a great time with our friends at Tybee Island, and look forward to maybe getting invited back.
So it's the first time.
It was a great trip.
It's the first time I've ever been to Tybee Island.
Same here.
Tybee Island, Georgia, is a beautiful place. Beautiful place. We were invited by another law enforcement motorcycle club.
Yeah.
They invited us down. We had an awesome time with them. It's really a crazy place. It's fun, and the beach is great. You got a pier that goes out, people fish, and there's a bar right up on the pier.
Yeah.
You can kick back, have some drinks while you're fishing, do whatever.
While you're walking the streets.
Riding your golf cart,
Riding your golf cart.
Whatever you want to do. So we enjoyed the trip there. We stayed in a pretty nice house, had a little what's that called, widow's walk or something on top.
Yeah.
I went out there and took a picture of a good sunset, or sunrise,
Sunrise.
Yeah. And it's pretty beautiful coming off the ocean. I'm not a real big ocean guy since I was born and raised in the ocean area in Maryland. So I love the mountains, but Bonnie loves the ocean.
I love the mountains. I like to vacation occasionally at the beach.
Well, I like to vacation
I
at the
just,
beach too.
I can't decide if you were going to live somewhere, to live in these beautiful mountains or the beach. So for now I choose the beautiful mountains. But at some point it would be nice to have somewhere that we could go to the beach.
So on Tybee Island, on St. Patrick's Day, they actually have.
Well, the
usually
weekend
have,
before.
They usually, yeah, the weekend
actually.
before. The weekend
St.
before,
Patrick's
they have
Day.
a parade, which they canceled because of COVID. But they also have people in town. They decorate their yards, and it's really awesome and wicked. And some of the things that they decorate is crazy.
Yeah.
And then they judge them and do like they do some towns, how they do Christmas. They kind of do a judging on the houses at Tybee Island on St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
So we ended up one of the other club members actually gave me this patch, and this is a souvenir Tybee Island patch, and as you can see, it has a tie, then it has a B, and then there's an island on the end.
Yep.
So my mother collects keychains, so I saw this cool keychain, and this keychain actually says, "I love Tybee."
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool, so I got my mother a keychain. And then of course we had to have
Koozies.
some koozies for the bottles with Tybee Island on it, and regular koozies with Tybee Island.
Yeah.
Nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
So our trip to Tybee Island went really well. The only thing is we were like the only ones pretty much that didn't ride our motorcycle. We went down in a car because there were some circumstances came up. We didn't leave the same time they did. And we were all going to leave together, but I couldn't get off work. And then I ended up having to stay after work. And we ended up going the next day. So
Yeah. 4:15 in the morning we left, and we were there by 9:30 a.m. So
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
we didn't miss a lot.
It took us a lot longer to get home though.
Yeah, traffic
And we
was
didn't
heavy
really
coming
stop.
home.
We didn't really stop nowhere.
No, we stopped for that 29 minutes, and then once for gas and fuel stop for food. But other than that, we drove pretty much straight through. But the traffic was, for us, I don't know, they left a little bit earlier than us ahead of us, but yeah, we ran into some major traffic on 95 up until we actually got through Columbia. Then it let up a little bit. So it took us 8.5 hours to come home. 5 hours and 15 minutes to go down.
So we have a couple other things coming up.
Yep.
One of the rides that I put together is just a one-day ride. I have a few people supposed to be going with us. And a buddy of mine owns a winery, him and his wife. Actually went to high school with him back in Maryland. They moved to South Carolina and bought a winery. Doing really successful with it. And then, of course, my friends Jesse and Noah Bellamy out of Nashville, they're coming to play music at the winery. And so May 1st, we're going to leave Canton, North Carolina about 1:30 from the Eagles parking lot.
Yep.
If anybody wants to ride along. And it's about an hour and a half ride down to Henry, is that how you say it? Henry, South Carolina.
Yeah.
And it's pretty simple. Off I-26, take exit 41, make immediate right on the next road. That's Old Rock Quarry Road, which is a dead end, and the winery's down at dead end. Very easy to get to, very, you know, not hard to reach. So we're gonna get a few people ride down for that.
Yep.
Figure get there about 3 o'clock. Music gonna start 5 to 8, but we wanted to make sure we get enough seating and get a place for people to sit and stuff. So
If you're coming south, you'll get off that exit and make a left, and then cross the interstate, and it'll be the first right.
right, if you're coming from the south coming up.
Yep.
We are supposed to have a few people coming up from the south. So and then my real event that I'm excited about, that I go to every year,
Yeah.
is the Loretta Lynn's Ranch, the Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival, which is May 20th through the 23rd. And this year, I've actually talked Bonnie into staying the last day, because I've always wanted to stay the last day on Sunday, but we've never stayed for the whole event. We've left on Sunday.
Yeah.
So this time we're leaving on Monday. So we're going to be down there.
And usually it's your work. It has to do with your work schedule too, that Monday.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because I'm off Sunday, Mondays, so.
Anyway, so we're actually staying the whole time this year, which is going to be great. Because I always wanted to do the Veterans Ride. They have like a Veteran Appreciation Ride thing on the last day. Loretta Lynn comes out and sings sometimes if she's feeling well. And I've never stayed for that portion of the event. But our buddy Hector Cone from Cartel Baggers in Maggie Valley is coming down there. If you come down, check out his booth, purchase some merchandise, and just come down, have fun, have a pretty good time. I've made a lot of friends over the few years that I've been there, and hope to make more friends. Everywhere I go, I make friends.
Yeah.
Friends. How many of us have them? I guess they're associates. So.
Yeah.
So let's see, what else do we got going on here? Let's see. But the Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival is really, really, really a good thing, I think.
It is. It's a great event.
So I also have another trip coming up. Nobody has taken up the challenge with me yet. It's going to be in July.
I just figured why that went out.
It's going to be in July 2nd through the 8th.
Yeah.
It's going to be at the K River Campground. I don't know how many of you follow Adam Sandoval on YouTube, but I've always wanted to go to his campground. He's done a lot for veterans. I think wounded veterans or veterans in general. I have to double check that. Can stay at his campground. I believe it's free.
Well, at one time it was free. I would double check it.
Yeah.
Since COVID and all.
Anyway, I want to go to the campground. It's in Moyer, Oklahoma. Just to go there and say I went there. That's it. Period. I like to go
Spend
places
the
just to
night
say I went there, spend a night or two, and then come back. But I want to try to make the trip in one day. A lot of people say I'm crazy.
He is crazy.
Because it's a 13.5-hour, 851-mile trip in one day. But I think I can do it. I don't see a problem with that. But getting other people to ride it with me is the problem.
Well, that's a lot of miles for one day.
It is.
And you're
especially if you're on a bike that's not made for touring. I got an Ultra Classic, but
you still got to get a back rest for your back, or you won't be. You might make it, but you might not get off that bike when you get there.
Maybe not. And if I do, I'll probably just lay on the ground.
Yeah, like, oh, my back.
Nah.
Yeah.
I won't look wimpy when I'm somewhere else, only at home.
Ain't lying there.
So those basically are the two biggest trips, because Tennessee is a 5.5-hour ride. We usually do it straight. We go straight there. It's 5.5 hours to get there.
Yeah.
It's about
Fuel
an hour.
stops.
It's about an hour west of Nashville, Hurricane Mills, Tennessee, and the event's held on Loretta Lynn's ranch. And if you want to get tickets, they're selling quickly. So go to www.motorcyclesandmusic.com and get your tickets, and you can also get information on how to get arrangements to stay on Loretta Lynn's ranch, whether you have a camper or tent camping or whatever you want to do. Now, Bonnie
and they have tents that you can
yes,
rent
they have
too,
what's called clamping. What is it called? Clamping tents
I
or
don't
something?
know, but
They're like real elegant tents, big tents. They got tables in them, full-size beds. They're pretty cool. I don't know how much they are.
I think we need to look into that next year.
Yeah, but
maybe.
I'm more worried about where the showers are.
Well,
Anyway,
I'm sure
we'll check it this year.
Yeah.
Bonnie and I actually stay at the KOA. I've stayed there every year. I like the KOA. We get a cabin, and then we usually get the cabin that's right next to the shower house. So it ain't nothing but run out the cabin.
Well, any of the four that you can get are
close.
Close. Yeah.
So I like the cabins. They're just a little nothing in them. Air conditioning, heat.
Double beds and
bunk bed.
a set of bunk beds in them.
So if you needed to, you could have 4 people staying there if you wanted. They're $55 a night, and I think they're comfortable. I don't know. You got to take your own sheets and pillows and stuff though, but I think they're okay.
Yeah.
So that's where I've stayed every time I went.
We're fortunate in that Hector takes our sleeping bags and pillows and blankets, but
I haven't asked him this year.
Yeah. Well.
And we're hoping that a couple other friends of ours go. Cause really, if you go and you pack a lot of stuff, you need to have somebody in a vehicle to take some of your stuff for you, because you can get a lot of stuff on the bike and it gets to be tedious. So. But I think this year's gonna be an awesome time. Last year at the Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival, we had kind of a rough time. It was in October. It's always been in October every year. Been in October. Not last year, but the year before.
In 19.
It was rainy and cold.
Yeah.
And it ruined a lot of things. But this year, according to the weather, they bumped it up to May because of the COVID thing. So it's been bumped up to May. And now they're thinking of having it every May, just having it in May, which is going to be great, because according to the advanced weather, now it could change, but the advanced weather right now is saying that the 20th through the 23rd, when we're down there in Tennessee, is going to be between 82 and 86 degrees and sunny. So if we can hold that, that will be outstanding.
Be good.
Because there'll be a lot of people, a lot of good crowd, a lot of things happening. So I'm looking forward to it. So what do you think?
That's the next trip. After the winery. But
After the winery, yeah.
yeah, that's our next
So, if anybody wants to go to
road
Illinois,
trip per se.
if anybody wants to go to Illinois, April 9th through the 15th, I'm going to make a ride up to Illinois to see my son. Just kind of going to visit family, so might be a boring trip for some. I'm sure we can find something to get into.
I'm sure you'd find something to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then of course after that it's the Rock Quarry ride, May 7th through the 13th to be announced. A short trip somewhere. We're just gonna ride. May 20th through 23rd, it's the Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival in Tennessee. June 5th, I got the ride for Kyra. That's in Whittier, North Carolina. It's this awesome little girl we met that they're trying to raise some funds because she's
Has some health issues.
has some health issues, and her parents are
Yeah.
trying to keep taking her to appointments and get, you know.
So
just,
this is a ride for Kyra. So come out and join us.
and that's on June 5th. That's in Whittier.
Whittier.
And you can contact us by email, I guess,
Yeah.
if you want more information.
Yeah.
It's OFC period Aaron AARON at gmail.com, and we will email you back more information on that, or I can email you a flyer, or actually at the end of this video I'll just add a flyer to it.
Yeah.
That way people can see it.
Yeah.
I'll also add a flyer for the winery ride
Winery.
and the Tennessee ride.
Right. Yeah.
So,
3 flyers. we
3
need
flyers. I'll add pictures at the end of this video.
Yep.
Let's see. June 6th, 7th. I'm gonna plan a little short trip somewhere, maybe about 3-day trip, 2-day trip, because that's actually my 7-day break there.
Right.
But the 5th is the second day of my 7 days, so that's the ride for Kyra. So
Right.
I'm not gonna miss that.
Right.
So the next one, I'm just gonna go from the 6th, 7th or something, and we'll take a
Is that a
ride somewhere.
weekend or
I'm not.
what
I'd have
days?
to look it up.
Okay.
And then of course July 2nd through the 8th is when I want to go to Moyer, Oklahoma, to the K River Campground. If anybody's interested, July 2nd to the 8th.
Oh, I thought you mentioned it up there. Okay.
July 30th to August the 5th.
Vacation.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little vacation to Punta Gorda, Florida, and I'm gonna go see my daughter when we're there.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be vacation.
Well, it's vacation. Yeah.
And September 24th through 30th, I'm gonna just go to Preston, Maryland, where I was born and raised, to go see my mom and my sister. Haven't seen them in how many years now? It's been a few.
I'm gonna
Few
say 3, 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably I haven't
Yeah.
been back. So I'm gonna go back through my home. I don't like it in Maryland because honestly, God, they're too liberal. They banned like 65 different rifles, and you can't do anything in Maryland. So I'm not trying to stay there a long period of time.
No, but you do need to visit your
I
mom.
do need to visit my mother and sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, all the way up to October 22nd to 28th. That's gonna be to be announced.
Yeah.
We're gonna I'll put some kind of ride, and then November the 19th through the 25th, sometime in there, I want to do a 1 or 2 day ride and just call it a Thanksgiving ride.
In
To
November.
thank everyone for everything they've done for anybody, or to thank the people that have done things for me. Just a thank you ride. It's just going to be a Thanksgiving ride.
Yeah.
Okay, I give thanks to Bonnie. I give thanks to the people I work with. I give thanks to the motorcycle clubs I affiliate with. I give thanks to everybody who has come together. Just like, for instance, Independent Brotherhood, when they came together when we put the Eric Bachelor ride together. We put that ride together, Independent Brotherhood was right there. They helped us get everything lined up, get everything in order, everything together, man. And I'm proud of those people. I appreciate those people. and they did a great job in
Yep,
coming
they
out and
did.
showing support for Deputy Eric Batchelor when he got shot. So, on that note, I did put a little note down at the bottom of my thing here that says that some of these dates may change due to weather, or if something emergency comes up, some of these days may change. But right now, that is my yearly ride plan
That's good.
to ride, and that's quite a bit away. I mean, that's
You
you
got
know,
quite a bit planned
yeah,
for the summer, spring and summer.
probably looking at about 3,000 miles on just getting to these places and back.
If you make it all.
If we do it all,
Yep.
and that's not counting the riding in between while we're there. So
Right.
you know, so it's going to be a pretty good summer. And like I say, anybody wants to tag along, if you're retired or you're off or you got vacation, you just want to get away, tag along with us. We will be more than happy to have anybody come along, right?
Yep.
And join us.
Absolutely.
So, you got anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
But you go ahead. Just don't forget to put the pictures of the flyers on real quick. And like Sean said, anybody that wants to join us, the more the merrier.
We are always looking for people to ride.
To
It
ride.
is very hard. I ride a lot by myself, and Bonnie would tell you, I ride a lot by myself. It's hard. It's very hard to get people to ride.
Yeah.
So,
I push them out the door sometimes and say, go for a ride.
so anyway, I prefer to ride with a group. I like
Yeah.
riding with groups of people, going doing things. But I will ride by myself. I've not been, I've gone to the Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival by
You
myself.
did when you.
I have no problem with that. So, but I enjoy big groups better.
Big groups, small groups.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
groups
not-
of people.
Yeah,
Just groups of
not
people.
like.
Even if it's 2 or 3 people. 2 or 3
Exactly,
people.
exactly.
Better than no people.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to go, we're more than glad to have you.
Yep.
So,
Alrighty.
on that note, we'll see y'all next go around.
All right, everybody, be safe out there.